He was the only one who claimed to be the Son of God. He was the only one who could raise himself from the dead. And now greater is he that is in me than he that in the world. He lives in me, and his radiation of his light and his love comes through my eyes, and people forget that I have no arms and no legs. There's the truth. Here's the lies. Nick, you're not good enough. Age 8. Nick, just give up. God's not real. Where's your arms and legs? So you ask for arms and legs, says, ask and you shall receive. Where's God now? Where's God now? Where's God now? Right now. Where is he? Show me your God. God's made a mistake. You're not going to have an education. You're not going to have a job. You're not going to get married. And even if you got married, you can't even hold your wife's hand. And even if you had children with your wife, you can't even hold your kids when they're crying. Just give up. There is no God. Have you ever been here? I have. Let me take one more step. At age 8, I tried 3 times, turned myself over 2 or 3 times in a family bathtub of 4 inches of water, 10 centimeters of water. I couldn't go through with it because I couldn't get out of my head the picture of my mum and dad wishing they could have done something more. I didn't go through with it. Thank God. If you're breathing, you're still here for a reason. There are 2 sides of this. Side number 1, the enemy is going to be here whether you like it or not. And he's going to say, you're not good enough. And when Satan comes and says, Nick, you're not good enough, you look at him and you just go, Satan, you can talk to the foot right now. And I don't even give you liberty to leave a message after the stomp. Can you hear an amen? Nick, you're not good enough. No, Psalm 139. Read the whole freaking psalm, if I can say freaking in Australian church, I don't know. But Nick, you're not good enough. No, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Nick, God's forgotten you. No, he has more precious thoughts of me than all the grains of sand in the world. Nick, seriously, God's made a mistake with you. No, he knew me before the earth began. Jeremiah 1. Nick, you know what? This is too hard for you. No, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Okay? 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9 to 13, it talks about in context how God's grace is sufficient. Apostle Paul, out of all the people that I've ever known in my life, whether face to face or through the Bible, I love Apostle Paul. And out of everybody, he should have deserved for God to let that thorn out of his flesh. And what did God say? My grace is sufficient. I'm going to leave it there. Lord, give me arms and legs. Well, will you still trust me? What a sad day it would have been, man, if God said, okay, Nick, have arms and legs. Why? Why? Wouldn't it have been the happiest day of my life? No. Because when I'm in heaven, if we had enough time for me and God to talk about my life here on earth, and I can say, Father, out of the wrong decisions I've made, what was the one that really stuck out to you? And he might have said this, Nick, I made you without arms and legs, and I wanted you to be the miracle I wanted you to be. But you asked me for arms and legs, so I said yes. Nick, if you only asked what I wanted. Because if you didn't really want that, if you wanted my will above your will, if you wanted my plan above your plan, 200,000 more souls would have been here in eternity. What a sad day in heaven it would have been.